What's up, everybody? It's Man of Low Moral Fiber here. My name's Luke, and in this video, I'm going to be continuing my Overpower Level 8 playthrough of the main campaign with Sniper Zer0. We're going to go ahead and get started here. The game already lets us travel to Frostburn Canyon, even though I technically haven't been there since I reset Ultimate Vault Hunter mode. And I think it does that because I've been there, in a previous playthrough of Ultimate Vault Hunter mode, and I think that that is pretty damn cool. I like that they allow you to do that. Now, like I said in the last episode, I didn't realize at the very first mention of the Firehawk that it was going to be Lilith, but as I got a little bit closer and heard all of this dialogue, I did begin to realize that it most likely would be Lilith, and I thought that was pretty cool, and it was definitely a cool way to introduce Lilith and show you, more of how the Crimson Raiders are trying to fight Jack and stuff. They actually, faked Lilith's death, which you find out a little bit later, to give her a little bit more protection and do some behind-the-scenes work against his cause and stuff. I just think that that's all good stuff. We'll go ahead and kill these two little dudes, maybe this third dude as well. Wow, there's extra dudes here that there usually aren't. Interesting. Got low on health there, so we'll get it back real quick via these transfusions. Well, I would have killed that one, but he didn't want to play, so we'll just kill this one. Now, there is going to be an ultimate badass lunatic up here. We'll go ahead and kill him. I think this is the first one that you get to in the game, and he can be kind of difficult. His melee range is obviously really impressive and stuff, and it's something that you may not expect, and obviously his axe throw can be potentially very damaging as well. Looks like a second one spawning. I think that's usually the case. In 4-player mode, 4 might spawn if I remember correctly, so that's all pretty cool. We'll kill them. It's not necessary. You can run past them if you want, but if you kill them, you get a follow-through bonus, so it kind of evens out. So we'll go ahead and kill that. Gives us another little follow-through bonus. Those Nomad Arsonists are a little bit weird because you can't use fire weapons on them. I don't know if you would have had many fire weapons by the time you get to this particular part, but kind of lets you know that some enemies are going to resist certain types of damage. There is going to be a ultimate badass lunatic coming in here as well. I think these guys will leave me alone at this point. We'll go ahead and get rid of this guy. Back away from him quite a bit because his melee range is obviously intense. Finish him off right quick. Now there's going to be another one here in this cave as well. And we'll kill him as well. Obviously avoiding his melee range. That is one thing that I kind of don't like. If an enemy's facing a complete opposite way as they're entering their throwing motion, sometimes I exit deception and then the axe will fly almost perpendicular to the direction that they were actually throwing it, just because that's how the AI and scripting is, and I think that's kind of annoying. Sometimes I kill myself on that little stalagmite, or is that a stalactite that's hanging from the ceiling? It's one of those two things, but basically sometimes I jump into that thing and fall into the pit, kill myself. Haven't done that in a while though, so I was glad that I didn't do it there. We're obviously going to be fighting some bandits and stuff in here in Lilith's lair, so it'll be prudent to go ahead and stock up on some ammo. Interestingly enough, you cannot kill these two little dudes here. I've tried before by sneaking up to them in deception and stuff, but you can't do it. Even on normal mode, I've come and tried to kill them and stuff with like level 80 gear, like a level 80, Height of Terramorphous boosted execute, and still was unable to kill those dudes. Lilith has to kill them, so that's kind of funny there. We'll go ahead and blow up these barrels before we get started here because barrels are pretty dangerous and we need to watch out for those. I guess there are only 2 barrels in here. Eventually Lilith is going to ask us to revive her here, and we can do that. It's cool that you can jump and revive, and crouch and revive, and spin and revive. That's kind of neat, I guess. You can't shoot and revive, though. It'd be kind of neat if you could. But, oh well. We'll grab this iridium, and this lets you know that sirens have a special interaction with iridium. Obviously, we see Angel kind of being pumped full of iridium later and stuff, for Jack's, benefit and cause, and, but we never see any Maya interaction with iridium in particular. Maybe that will be part of Borderlands 3, who knows. I had mentioned in the last episode that I was worried that Anthony Birch had got too full of himself, and that it was going to affect Borderlands 3's story. I did like Borderlands 2's story, but, seeing his Twitter interaction, seeing him in person a couple times, he had become so douchey that I was getting really tired of him. But, I guess it's a good thing that he's not going to be writing for Borderlands 3. His farewell treats were really douchey, in my opinion. It's just like, he's just kind of a douche these days. But I think it's a good thing that he's left Gearbox. I think that his contributions to Gearbox overall were positive, but some of his nonsense did get a little bit ridiculous. Some people say that, this game's too hard and everything like that. It'll be interesting to see exactly how the game is perceived for the people who may have not been introduced to it yet, who end up getting it with the Handsome Collection. Obviously, they'll have access to the entire game at the start, Ultimate Vault Hunter mode, and the level cap increases, right away. And I think that that is something that maybe tainted a few people, when, they were first experiencing Ultimate Vault Hunter mode after being used to True Vault Hunter mode. I guess that Ultimate Vault Hunter mode could be a little bit of a culture shock, but they'll have access to the whole game from the get-go. And in my opinion, True Vault Hunter mode was just too damn easy. I feel like True Vault Hunter mode is just a waste of time. Basically, there's really nothing difficult about it at all, and unless you happen to be Kratos from the Gearbox forums. But I thought that True Vault Hunter mode was way too damn easy and stuff, and I think that some of the reasons that people thought, damn it, Lilith, was that Ultimate Vault Hunter mode was too hard is because they were used to True Vault Hunter mode. Theoretically, these people who will be buying the entire game all at once won't have the ability or time to spend with True Vault Hunter mode that a lot of people were unfortunately rudely subjected to and stuff. And so that should be pretty good, and it'll be interesting to see how they perceive the difficulty of the game and stuff, those that have never played it before, who end up buying it as part of the Handsome Collection, because obviously the quote-unquote next-gen, I say next-gen because that's what the idiots call it, it's really, far behind current-gen computer hardware and stuff, but it'll be interesting to see how they perceive it. Obviously, this game's not very difficult. I guess if they read a lot of online garbage before that they actually experience Ultimate Vault Hunter mode, they could go in with a tainted mindset or whatever. And obviously there are a lot of people online who do say that the game is too hard for whatever reason. Some reason that is unknown to me. I could never figure it out. But some people say the game's too hard. Obviously I'm not really having any trouble right now with it, but some people do, I guess. Who knows? And it'll be interesting to see, how those people actually perceive the difficulty. So I think we got this guy here to kill, and then one more badass, and then that will be pretty much it as far as this little section goes. 2 badasses? Cool. I think Lilith will distract that one, at least for a moment here, and we can deal with this one. Throw a preemptive transfusion grenade just in case I need it here. Obviously his melee range is quite large, so it'll be nice to get those heals coming in. Excellent. So we killed that one now. Preemptive heals on this one as well. He was distracted by Lilith for a little bit, and now he's dead. Just, a little bit of forethought, and the game's pretty damn easy. So I think we need to get some iridium from Lilith over here this time. And here, Lilith is going to try to teleport us and see where we go and stuff. But yeah, I don't know if you guys ended up reading that Anthony Birch tweet where he said that he's going to be writing for a new show. It's just the way he wrote it even seemed douchey, and he's just been being really douchey lately. He was douchey during the whole Gamergate thing and stuff like that. And he was just overall douchey. I don't really have another way to say it. I mean, Anthony Birch seems to have grown into an enormous douche as of late. But that's my perception. Maybe some of you guys really like him and stuff. Who knows? Looks like the game gave me another shitty item at some point. We'll get rid of that so that I can grenade jump. Awesome, so you can get up here. Interesting. I think the grenade jumping aspect of the game is pretty cool. It's never something that the game teaches you how to do or whatever, but some people have figured it out. I'll see if I can grenade jump over here before Lilith teleports me. Oh no! I couldn't do it. She'll teleport us here though, so even though I'm way over here, she'll still be able to teleport me just because that's how the game is written and stuff. Aw, man. I wanted to get that grenade jump in first. That was a cool animation, though, with the teleporting stuff going on. Go ahead and grab these grenades here. So, I guess we'll head on over towards the Bloodshot Stronghold now, and that will be the conclusion of this episode. And the next episode will have us fighting through it and getting to Roland and stuff. At least that's my theory. Who knows if that will actually be the case. Yeah, it'll probably be the case. I don't feel like I'm going to continue this for too much longer. I have a couple things to do today. Obviously, the Super Bowl's on today, and so that will be interesting. I do think that the Patriots will end up winning as opposed to the Seahawks winning, but that's just my theory. Couldn't find the actual grenade I wanted there. I should probably get rid of all those other grenades. I never use them. But that's my theory. Obviously, the Seahawks are a pretty salty team, so it's not as if they won't have a chance to win, because they definitely will. But I just think that as good as their secondary is, that they will not have an answer for Rob Gronkowski. He is simply too good, and I think that he will perform really well on the big stage today. This will be his first Super Bowl being, you know, above 80% and stuff. So I think it will be pretty damn cool. I teleported here, but there's no car here because we don't have the Happy Motel on. I guess that's the way it's supposed to go, though, because there's a car right here. So, damn it, it gave me another shitty item, didn't it? I really hate that. And it's not even... irritating. Alright. So we're supposed to try to get into the Bloodshot Stronghold here, but they won't let us in because we don't have a bandit car. So we're going to have to go meet Ellie and get this bandit car and stuff. So it'll be interesting to see what happens here. Or maybe not interesting. But one interesting thing about this is that when they had first shown this in the preview for Borderlands 2, like one of the first trailers they had, it has you shooting this little thing here instead of this little sequence. And then it had a bunch of bandits run out of that. And that looked really cool, and it kind of got me hyped for the game and stuff. And it was disappointing to see that that part had been removed. But I understand why they had to do that, you know, to advance the plot in this way. Introduce you to Ellie, add the better vehicle. I really don't like this vehicle at all. It's kind of a holdover from Borderlands 1. But, I don't need it. You know, like, it's irritating to drive, and it's slower than the Bandit Technical, which I always thought was kind of weird. That little scene there was something that they showed during the dubstep trailer for Borderlands 2. They showed that thing being crushed, and that was another exciting trailer that I thought was pretty cool. It'll be interesting to see how they market and advertise Borderlands 3, because the advertising campaign for Borderlands 2 was pretty well done. I'll go ahead and crush myself here. That's pretty cool. I like that you can do that. You can squish your friends too if you're playing co-op. And I just think that that's pretty neat. So, we're going to have to go collect bandit parts now. We may end up having to save quit as we do this. I don't know. I don't want to get out there too quick because some of the cars might spawn without having the bandit vehicle parts within them, or, you know, having them drop from them. So that's what we're trying to do here, is just get these parts. Unfortunately, that car didn't have a part. That's exactly what I was talking about. This one over here most likely will have a part to it, so we'll get ready to shoot it and stuff. Alright, so we got one there. Now we need to kill 4 more of these things, and sometimes you kill all these things and there aren't enough spawns, so you basically, the easiest way to do it is to save quit and then come back in here and find those other parts. I thought that the Dust was a really pretty map. I quite enjoyed it. I think it looks better at certain times of day than others, but it always looks pretty cool when the sun and stuff is out, though. I think that, or maybe it's not called the sun on Pandora, just whatever star that they refer to. I don't know. Do other planets in lore usually refer to their stars as the sun? I'm not sure. Obviously, we don't have any other aliens to ask or anything, but I don't know. Interesting. Never really thought about that before. That's a stoner shower thought there. Even though I don't get to smoke weed anymore, which is unfortunate. I think that I should probably get a medical card, just because I would like to smoke weed sometimes. And obviously I had surgery at a certain point in my life, so I could say that I have holdover pain from that and get prescribed the card. I do think it's bullshit that marijuana is not legal. I mean, it's really, really stupid to me. We can perhaps talk about that at another time, but my thoughts on it are that it should be legal for recreational use everywhere, and I think it's a good thing that certain states are getting to that point and stuff. Alright, so we didn't end up having to save quit there, and we got all the parts, so now we can go deliver this to Ellie, and, ooh, I don't want to blow up my car before we get there, though. And I guess then we can be moving on towards the Bloodshot Stronghold. I will do a couple side quests during this particular run, I've decided, because there are a few side quests that I do enjoy. And one of these is here in the Dust, where you go pick up all those little Ellie statues. I think that that's kind of funny. Awesome, now we got that follow-through bonus. It was totally worth it. You can actually assemble the car, put all the parts on it, and then spawn it in right away here, and then you can teleport to it. Usually your car would spawn right there, but it spawns right here, and you can get it a little bit quicker. So we'll go kill Bad Maw here, and then we'll, in the next video, we'll have us going towards the Bloodshot Stronghold, and then maybe the next video after that will include a few random side quests. I'm not sure, but we could theoretically do a couple side quests right now that might be interesting, so I don't know. Maybe we'll do some of my favorite side quests during this particular run. Bad Maw might be very entertaining to kill here with the Pimpernel and Boar. It'll be interesting. But yeah, so like you shot this little thing here, and then a whole bunch of psychos ran out in that trailer. Or first play, I don't even think it was a trailer. It was just some of the first footage they had shown for Borderlands 2, and it looked really cool. But unfortunately, they didn't do that. I think they were also using a TDR assault rifle in that particular portion as well. I could be wrong on that. But yeah, they decided not to have certain manufacturers make certain types of weapons, which is kind of a shame, because I would have liked to see TDR sniper rifles that, when you reloaded them, acted kind of like longbows or something like that. That would be kind of cool. Or javelins, you know, like you'd throw them and they'd be fairly accurate and have the potential to do a lot of damage. I guess I should probably put back on my slag transfusion grenade. That would be prudent. We are going to be fighting a quote-unquote boss here, so it'll be interesting to see how that would have gone without a slag transfusion grenade, or if I'll even need a slag transfusion grenade here. Being that he has these 3 little midgets on him, I expect him to be more or less boar bait using the Pimpernel, which is obviously a very powerful weapon with boar. So, we'll see how it goes. Well, it didn't kill him, so somewhat interesting, I guess. but the Fire Pimpernel is going to deal with him pretty quickly. So we'll get this key. You cannot get smashed by this drawbridge, if I recall correctly. We'll try it. I think it just pushes you backwards, though. Yeah, cannot get smashed by that. So that's where I'm going to go ahead and cut this video off. I'm not exactly sure how long it has been, but I think these episodes are usually going to be somewhere between 10 to 20 minutes long. Some people had requested longer episodes, but I don't think that a 30-minute episode is going to be the best thing for this. I think about 15 minutes is going to be the sweet spot, and we'll see if that holds true throughout the series. I'm going to go ahead and save quit now. As always, guys, I thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate it, and I'll try to have the next episode of this series out before too long. If you guys have any questions or comments, leave those below. Otherwise, like I said, thanks for watching, guys, and I do hope to catch you next time.